Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. From all indications, scales are falling off the eyes of northerners right now, considering what they are passing through, despite the fact that they voted in 2015 and 2019 on the basis of ethnicity, tribe, and religion. And right now, with what they have gone through, they have decided to turn a new leaf. And you will be so shocked what the elder statesmen and also the Northern Elders Forum have to tell Nigerians. And they're saying 2023, if we see it being a reality, it will not be business as usual. It's going to be a different ball game when it comes to that. You're going to see some of the features of their plans as they will roll it out, and which clearly shows that their eyes have been opened now, and they have realized that it's no more on the basis of tribe again. Anybody can lead Nigeria as far as the person have the capacity to do that. But you're going to see some of the newest features of the candidate they will be looking out for come 2023. All right, but before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, if you've not subscribed to our channel, just hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. According to the news, the Northern Elders Forum, Nick, has said that 2023 will not be business as usual because Northerners have learned their lesson at great cost and would only vote for people that care for them. Chairman of National Northern Elders Forum and former Vice Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Professor Ango Abdullahi, who spoke during the opening of the Northern People's Summit at the Arewa House, Kaduna on Wednesday, said Northerners will not vote along ethnicity and faith in electing political leaders in 2023, which those that would be voted for must have the socio-economic development plans for the Northerners, irrespective of tribe and religion. Professor Ango, who was the convener of the Northern People's Summit on barriers between the people and their leaders, said it is not acceptable that serious issues which represent genuine improvement in our governance structures should wait for the pleasure of our legislator or the presidency. According to him, he said, we can vastly improve our mobilization of economic resources, reduce inefficiencies and waste, and improve effective governance if we take the issues of restructuring more seriously in the event that those we elect to represent us believe that this is not what we need. Nigerians should encourage a citizen-driven review of our foundations and systems and democratically put in place leaders who will lead them as matters of national survival or collapse. In this respect, we should advise those who conflate the vital national imperative to restructure with issues of rotation or zoning the presidency to avoid doing major injury to our future as a nation. No one will quarrel with the decision of any political party to zone political offices and canvass for vote around them. Those parties who do this also have the responsibility to convince Nigerians over the utility and other values behind them. The basic right of Nigerians to vote for candidates of their choices cannot be taken away by trade or blackmail. Northern voters have supported three Southerners, Abiola, Obasanjo, and Jonathan, to victory in the past. Two of them against Northerners. Northern voters are enlightened and conscious of their responsibility. They have learned, perhaps at greater cost than most Nigerians, that ethnicity and faith alone do not make good leaders. They will not accept to be further weakened so that they abandon the same rights all Nigerians enjoy. Those politicians who want Northerners to vote in a particular manner should soil their boots and convince Northerners how their candidates will improve security, economy, and society in the North and the country. Using restructuring as a trade or bargaining tool for accepting zoning will destroy the imperative of restructuring and imperial the country. Politicians and leaders who desire to lead needs to understand that Nigerians are watching what they do in their immediate constituency that will entitle them to ask for our support. We should speak frankly and directly to the rest of Nigerians on these issues. Politicians who cannot impose their influence on irredentists that threaten our corporate existence and the lives and livelihood of our fellow Northerners stands on very thin ground in our estimation. Politicians who cannot and will not influence political sentiment which demonizes our fellow Northerners and leave them open to attack will not weigh much in our consideration as leaders under whom we will feel free and safe, he said. Anglo explained that politicians who won the support and the vote of the Northerners but will not raise their voices and act to protect them against on that reserve treatment in areas where they have powers and influence should not expect to find our people with open arms when they ask for support. By the same token, no Northerner should assume that he is guaranteed the support and vote of Northerners simply because he is one of us. Our experience have taught us the values of critical scrutiny of records, disposition, and empathy. Our advice to all Nigerian politicians at this stage is to look around and see how much the ground has shifted from under their feet. According to him, there will be no longer business as usual. Nigerians running away from bullets, stressing to make ends meet, or being made to fight each other instead of the real enemy will not forgive those who build the foundation of our circumstances today and seek to sustain their privileges over our fears and pains. Leadership has to emerge on the basis of different criteria. Only the best leadership can pull Nigeria from the brink. We recognize that this leadership has to have identities, but its quality must be preeminently the most significant criteria for its evaluation. Every zone or region has major problems. Leaders from these zones who will not address these problems alone or in collaboration with others should know that they will be judged by their records in dealing with threats and how they turn them into opportunities for rebuilding a nation that shows all the traces of major distress. He said the summit will attempt to be constructive and responsible in assuming appropriate responsibility for contributing to find solution. It is not enough to upbraid our leadership for the woes of the North. If some of them have failed us, our response should be to work to reduce the damage of that failure and to put in place better quality of leaders in their places in future. We have been fortunate in having the best quality of intellect, experience, and commitment at this summit to do justice to the search for solution to our problem. The summit is non-partisan and has been designed to specifically address our inherent plurality in the North. We should commit to be dispassionate and brave enough to acknowledge where the North bleeds and why. We must be mature enough to accept our limitation as a people and identify what our sources of strength are. We must give hope to Northerners that our current challenges will pass, inshallah. The summit should signal a new era in collaboration between those who hold power and those who have a duty to support them to succeed. We must send a messenger to people who are bent on assaulting and killing our people that they are treading a very dangerous path and they must stop. It is not acceptable that innocent Northerners should be made pawns in political games because political elite cannot win support of the people without yielding grounds to talks and political minions to intimidate Northerners. It is not acceptable that any Northerner should protect criminal Fulani, whether he operates in the north or south, and it is equally unacceptable that Fulanis who are not involved in criminal activities should be profiled, demonized, murdered, or expelled from communities. Commenting on the state of insecurity, he said it is not acceptable that the state should tolerate growing irredentism, which hold community hostage and threaten national security. The North wants peace, security, and economic progress. We believe that it is possible to achieve these in a strong, united Nigeria. We do not need to apologize to any group for this, and we will express another opinion if that is why it's best for the North. The North has paid a huge price for the survival and unity of Nigeria and will continue to support this survival and unity to the degree that it serves everyone's interests. We are naturally worried over alarming rhetorics suggesting serious elite pluralization and failure of the state to address basic elements that guarantee our coexistence. The North has its issues with Nigeria, but we believe they will be best addressed by Nigerians agreeing to collaborate and find solutions to them as well as those of other regions. Groups that threaten to walk out of this union should read our history again. We have all contributed to the development of every inch of Nigeria, and no group should contemplate ceding with our commonwealth. We do not see secession as a solution for any grievances, and we strongly advise our national leadership to take these threats with all the seriousness they deserve. This summit will be most useful if it elevates the concept and practice of justice as the foundational principle that should lead to the resolution of the most difficult challenge that confronts our nation today. Virtually all communities and aggrieved parties in Nigeria points to the absence of justice in the manner they relate with each other or the Nigerian state. No country can survive with injustice. If ours will overcome its challenges and grow to meet the yearnings of future generations, it has to rediscover the place of justice as the foundation of all our systems and relations. I earnestly hope that these summits will contribute to the search for major entry points for this endeavor. He said these are indeed very trying moments for our country, but we have had trying times in the past and we overcome them. I do not want to encourage complacency, so I must advise that the challenges we face today are unprecedented. They call for leaders and citizens to rise and collaborate to rid us of fear and the pains of daily existence. Northerners should lead the way to find solution to northern problem and work with other northerners to find solution to national problems. The world watches and worries over our mounting problems. The war, however, will not stop our decline into irretrievable disaster unless we do the most basic pushing ourselves. Our leaders must improve their responses to our problem. If this will not, citizens should improve collaboration to limit the damage of their limitation. We must think out of the box and elect new set of leaders who will do a lot better than the current ones. I pray that this summit will expose the wisdom of adopting new or better approaches to dealing with problems of the North. I hope one of these will be the advice Northerners to protect each other, not to waste energy and focus in responding to provocation whose only purpose is keeping some people in the public realm. I am grateful for this opportunity to offer my views at this summit, and I look forward to participating fully in all its deliberations. May Allah bless our effort and bless our country, Nigeria. Amen. Those were the words of the professor, talking about Professor Ango Abdullahi. And this is really interesting. If you listen to what he had to tell Nigerians, it clearly shows that they understand very well the kind of politics we are to play. Let's go to our comment section and interact. Listening to all that he has said, what is your idea?